Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Council Rock North High School as we have another matchup coming up here in high school football as the Council Rock North Indians will take on the Souderton Big Red in this matchup. Both teams need to win, and we're going to take a pause here as we prepare for the national anthem.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristolboro, PA.
Welcome back to Council Rock North High School as we prepare to get back on this matchup here as Council Rock North finally comes back home to take on the Souderton Big Red. Souderton, a really good team coming in this game 5-3, unlike Council Rock North, who haven't seen a win in a good while. Ethan, we got a good one coming up here on the Rally Sports Network.
No, yeah, absolutely. This might be North's toughest test of the entire season. Souderton on Max Preps is a top 80 team in the state. This is a well-run program. It's a program that they don't care where they are, they don't care who you are. They're going to come in and they're going to play their style of football. So a big test for North. Souderton has beaten teams that North has lost to by 30, by 30. So this is going to be a huge test of the willpower and the talent of Council Rock North football here in front of the very packed out Walt Snyder Stadium for the Pink Out. It was Fall Festival this morning. There is a lot of hype around this game as it is technically the last home game on North's schedule.
And like we said, a big game. We'd like to thank our sponsors of tonight's game, Isaac Newton's Restaurant and Bar, and then Finney McGee's Bar. Make sure to check out Rally Sports Network if you're interested in getting your word out to a dedicated fan base. And here we go, kickoff about to be underway. Council Rock North really needing to find offense this season. They haven't had it anywhere. But they're going to get this one started out on defense as they deferred the ball. This one goes up, lands at about the 10, but he drops it. He's going to have to recover, and now pushing up towards the 25 and is brought down at 28. So good recovery there. Gets him back to about where he would have been if he let it roll back into the end zone. But a dangerous situation. Council Rock North's been good at really pressuring them to drop the ball on kickoffs. We've seen it a lot against Council Rock North of them dropping the football.
Yeah, special teams has been an interesting tidbit about Council Rock North football year. It's been obviously their biggest strength, you could argue. They're just really good at, capitalizing off those mistakes on special teams. It's been the offense and the defense that have just failed to put points on the board and keep them off the board on the opposite side.
Lined up here in the shotgun is number 4, Suddy, I believe. That's number 4. Oh no, he's under center.
Somebody moved.
But somebody moved, and offside's going to be called very early. First play of the game there.
Yeah, they're jumpy, they're antsy. It's a big game. I think they'll settle in quickly here. Number 25, we're being told, was offsides, right on the edge.
Not a great way to start the game. You can't go behind on flags this early.
I don't know. We talk about momentum so much when we do these broadcasts, and that's one of those things early in the game.
Quarterback Ben Walsh under center, steps back, hands it off, wheels out to the left side, and pushes his way up for a first down by the 42. A 6-yard gain there for Houston Marshall, the senior halfback, at 166 pounds.
And the run game is something that teams love to do against Council Rock North. It's going to be a very big test of the line on both sides of the ball for Council Rock North.
And a beautiful afternoon here for football. Chris Weather and steps back to throw, makes the pass to his man, number 6, Hunter Smeltz, and he pushes his way down the sidelines for about a 15-yard gain. Ethan Robb, sorry, Cody, sorry, Ben Walsh.
Hi.
Ben Walsh making a connection there with his man Hunter Speltz. How to go down the list there?
Yeah, no,
Every
it's
quarterback on the roster.
bright and early, you know.
Yeah, as we said, beautiful night. It's a beautiful afternoon. Used to so many night games,
Yeah,
but a beautiful afternoon here, and a flag thrown once again.
this might have been a false start. More
Waiting to see what it is.
confirmation. It looks like Souderton's moving back. As
It's
a
gonna be a
false
false
start.
start there for number 65, Tommy Lynch. A tackle. Can be a little jumpy sometimes.
Watch out at the bottom of your screen here. They got a one-on-one.
And looks to hand this one off, but keeps it himself and pushing his way up for the middle, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but tackled for a gain of 3, and he's just behind where he would have started for second down.
Great tackle there. That's what they're going to need all day long from these linebackers, as missed tackles has been a testimony of, a staple of this team this year, and it's been one of the things that they've struggled with the most. So if they can get tackling like that all day, it is going to be a fun day for this North defense that people forget had a very good first half against Ben Salem.
Takes a snap from the shotgun, looks, finds a bubble pass there, and pushes his way through. Here comes Smeltz, finding his way up to about the 43.
And they're trying.
It's going to set him up for 3rd and 7, I want to say.
They're trying to force North to make tackles early, something that you see. You know, they're getting the ball out quick. They're forcing North to make tackles, but North so far holding their own. So one of the biggest weaknesses that North has had all season has not shown its head early here in the game, as they've got a 3rd and long as they try to get off the field.
From the shotgun here. And whistle blown again. It's another flag.
Souderton's moving back.
And Souderton going backwards once again. It's going to be number 55 on that flag, Julius Adorno, the senior.
Not mistakes you see often from a program of Souderton's stature. Like we said, they're one of the better teams in the state, and they're just making silly mistakes here earlier.
Steps back, looks to pass, finds his man on a slant route, and brought down just before the first down marker. And it looks like the punt team is going to head out there. And no, he's going to communicate with his quarterback here. It looks like they're going to stay out here.
It was a great tackle by the corner there, not letting him get past him. And now, early decisions for Souderton having to be made. I like the aggressiveness. Now, you'd have to imagine they're going to run this straight up the middle. A lot of pressure on the interior defensive line here for North. Let's see what happens.
And a big 4th down here for Souderton. Back in the box. Rolls out to the near side. Looks for a pass. Deep. It's up and incomplete. That one goes well out of bounds. Just wasn't able to place it perfectly there. And that one goes out of bounds.
That is an interesting play call. I would not imagine you'd be dialing it up that deep here with, you know, first quarter, it's 4th and 2. North hasn't been able to stop the run that well all season long, but they dial up the deep ball, and it's just great coverage there. And this North defense looking sound to start the game against one of the best teams in the state.
To be fair, looking back on North's season so far, they've had a lot of plays come at them from the deep ball. A lot of deep ball that has been able to score on them, and they just have not been able to cover. So it might have not been out of the box to go for a deep pass there. They probably watching film, seeing that happen so often, and seeing those corners get beat.
I agree. To see what number 6 did last week. It's a questionable play call.
And trying to push his way through, but stopped on the line there is fumble on the play. But landing back on it there was number 15.
Koza. Cabo. 16 Kings, I believe. We'll have to once again watch what they do at the quarterback position. Gio Koza did get all of the snaps at quarterback in the second half of that game, and if I am correct, he is under center. Not under center, but he is at the quarterback position right now. We'll see if that changes.
And Souderton crowd traveling well. This is an incomplete pass to the near side. Souderton crowd traveling well for it being a 1-hour drive. That's quite the hike from here.
Very well traveled here for the Souderton fan base, as you see. Giocosa just can't connect with his favorite receiver, Christian Zaretsky, there. And that forces a third
they have a
and long.
beautiful stadium up the mountains, up a ways. Went up there for the Pennsbury Souderton playoff game
We did.
to do a other broadcast, and Souderton was able to crush Pennsbury.
Souderton's a very proud sports school. They take their athletics very seriously, and that's why they are where they are. This play's whistled dead early.
Flag thrown on this play. Waiting to see what the call is, but it looked like someone jumped early. Play still went off. He's pointing over at number 5.
Offsides on
Sorry,
Souderton.
number 4. And on Souderton, Bujana Sudi. Offsides.
Third and just about 8. We'll see what they dial up here. You'd have to look out for Christian Zaretsky. They love getting the ball to him. We'll see if Koza maybe takes off and runs with it. But early decision time here for Coach Garrett on what he's going to do if this ends up being a 4th and short.
Here we go. Koza from the shotgun. Steps back, looking to pass. Pocket collapsing. Rolls out to his left and is slammed down there by number 51, Evan Meenan. He turned around to try to roll out of the way and just was met by a brick wall.
Yeah, he tries to turn around, trying to do anything that he can there, and he's just got to learn that he needs to get rid of the ball there. I mean, he gets flattened by the Souderton defender who's right there waiting for him, and he's just got to get rid of the ball there. He's trying to do too much. He knows how talented he is. He's just pushing his limits there.
And here comes the punt. Sent away. It's a booming punt. Right at about the 35. It's going to start rolling back, though, and get some extra yardage as that one lands on exactly the 25.
You want to talk about a North-friendly bounce there, Dan. That was something. Great punt by, I believe it was Koza once again, and it's going to set his defense up nicely. And the defense, which has been one of the things we've talked about all season, looks pretty sound there on that first drive. We'll see what they come out here, see if Souderton changes anything up, as they're going to start from just about their own, or at their own 25.
The band getting into it. Running some tunes is both drives for each team end up in a turnover. And we get a completely fresh game basically now. Minus a few minutes of play. But whistle's blown again.
Looks like this was movement once more. It's going to be offsides or false start. And it's going to be false start.
It's going to be a false start here on Souderton once again.
So Souderton, just early mistakes early. We saw this similarly with Ben Salem, where they just kept shooting themselves in the foot. They were able to come away with a resound win there, but Souderton just struggling early. This would be a huge upset win for North.
The only difference with that Ben Salem game is Council Rock North had the opportunities to strike on those penalties and create big plays and create scoring drives, but they weren't able to capitalize on any of them, and it just was wasted opportunities. But this one handed off to the right side, bringing him down, and he is tackled at about the 20. And that's going to set them up for another second down.
And North and Souderton are just about as far on the opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of high school football as you can be. So if North could get a win here, what a statement that would be for Coach Garrett returning in his second tenure here at Council Rock North. And what a statement that would be for the team as they're heading into the biggest game of the season in just a week against Council Rock South.
And here we go. Receivers in motion. They stack the near side. And hands this one off. Pushing his way through, trying to find a lane, and brought down for a gain of about 9. And that one's going to set them up for another big third down. They're not afraid of going for it so far this game, so we might just see that again.
A lot closer to their own end zone here. We'll see. The North secondary has been tested a lot earlier. We got a whistle here again. And it'll be a timeout, Council Rock North.
And that's going to be their first timeout of the half. So I want to be subtracted from them. And we'd like to remind you, if you are looking for a local bar or restaurant to stop by for lunch or after work, you should check out Isaac Newton's. It's the perfect place for you, from the delicious specials from the kitchen to the amazing customer service. There's nothing you won't find there. It's the perfect place to get great food for even better prices. And if you were just looking for a place to sit and have a drink for your friends, Isaac Newton's one of the best bars in the Newtown area. It's the perfect place to grab a drink and to watch your local Philly teams. Stop on by in town at 18th State Street all week long from 11:30 p.m. to 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Always trips us up. And steps back, looks to pass. Quick curl there, and he gets the first down and maybe some more. And a great play there is Hunter Smeltz.
And it looks like
Pushes his way up to about the 48. And a penalty called. This one's probably going to be a face mask.
Like I just said, there's going to be more coming along with that. That is brutal for Council Rock North for a defense that has been very good early in the game, but just the open field tackling, shearing its head once again. And it'll be really all in all about a 30 to 40 yard gain there if you add on the 15 from the face mask.
Yeah, no, big play here for Souderton, and that one came on a critical third down for the Council Rock North Indians. But now back to business as usual as they are pushed on their heels here to stop this Souderton offense. You're watching this on the Rally Sports Network. I'm Daniel McDevitt, joined by Ethan Whitney. Quarterback under center. Ben Walsh hands this one off over to his man, number 44, Michael McCormick. And brought down at about the 22 for a big
First
game.
down.
Back-to-back first downs there.
They're testing the inside of that defensive line once again, and credit to Souderton where it's due. This offensive line has held its own early, and that has been the difference here on this drive. They were managed to get some quick throws out. They're not going for that anymore. They're trusting the offensive line. They're letting these plays develop, and it's working out for them so far.
And this one handed off, pushing his way through on the right side of the line. And brought down, but that one might be a first down again.
Thought he was just short. And he will just be over? Yeah,
Depends on where they're going to spot this ball. Yeah, he's going to be a first down. The chains are moving. And that is back-to-back-to-back first downs here as Souderton is moving this ball down.
It was definitely a nice spot for Souderton, but the North defense has to wake up here as they're not trying to get in a deficit here early.
Back-to-back first down run plays. Probably see it again, but no, he's going to step back and look for a pass. Sends this one up into the corner and just out of reach for number 9, Houston Marshall. Tried to find the senior, and it was just above him.
He had him. He beat his man, but quarterback just overthrew it for him, and he couldn't get it to him. But that would have been a huge touchdown in this North secondary once again being tested, and they definitely got lucky. We'll see if they can capitalize off the lucky break here, force them to maybe a field goal, maybe a turnover on downs. It'll once again be a tough decision for the Souderton coaching staff on whether or not they want to go for it if North can make a stand.
Ben Walsh trots out under center and hands this one off as they're just going to try to ground and pound their way into the end zone. Michael McCormick gets a gain of about 3 and sets him up for a critical third down. 3rd and 5 it looks to be.
It's a big play for Council Rock North. It's going to force another tough decision. That if you bend but don't break in high school football, you can live with that because you'd have to imagine the offense is not moving if they can't get this first down.
One of the few quarterbacks in high school you see under center. First play from the shotgun. And hands this on off again, once again to Michael McCormick with the touchdown. Souderton get ahead early. Michael McCormick just pushing his way through, took most of the carries on that drive, and just found his way into the end zone as he takes an early lead over the Council Rock North Indians here in this senior night game, or senior afternoon. You said it was Fall Fest, Ethan?
It was Fall Festival, big event here. They always like to make the last technical home game on the schedule a big deal, though they will be back here in a week's time for the game against South, as the extra point is right down the middle.
Both North and South play at the stadium, as you may know. And next week, you can catch on the Rally Sports Network a big game between Council Rock North and Council Rock South, the Rock Bowl.
That's always a fun one. Definitely tune in for that one if you can't make it in person.
Both teams head out here ready for kickoff. And we're going to pause for a commercial break. Be back with you in just a minute. You're on the Rally.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristol Borough, PA.
Welcome back to the Rally Sports Network. I'm Danny McDevitt, joined by Ethan Whitney. As here comes the big red kickoff. Up and away and into the hands here of, looks to be number 17, Owen Thompson. And Michael Zaretsky, that's going to be the return. Sorry, Michael Zaretsky with that one. And flag on the play. It's going to be holding on on Council Rock North.
Quick note, I realize I've been calling Michael Zaretsky Christian Zaretsky this entire time, and that is my
Did you say
fault.
Michael Zaretsky?
Did I say Michael Zaretsky?
I think you said Michael Zaretsky.
I believe I said Christian. If I did, my apologies.
Does he have a brother?
No, I don't think so.
All right, fair enough.
His mother was my English teacher in 7th grade, though.
Shout out to Mrs. Zaretsky.
Mr. Zaretsky, if you're listening.
All right, Mr. Zaretsky. Shout out. And here we go, Souderton getting back on the defense. And North really needing to find offense. They've struggled to find it all season. It is just, it's bad. I think there's only one word to put it. They have not had any offensive momentum this entire season.
Souderton's defense is a towering group. We'll see what they change up here.
Cabo taking the snap and hands this one off. Or sorry, Koza handed off to Cabo. Cabo pushes ahead for 2 yards and sets him up for a 2nd and 8.
See, Cabo has not taken a snap under center since the 2nd quarter of that Ben Salem game where he took that hit. I was not able to catch up with Coach Garrett before the game to ask him why that was, but so far it's looking like more of the same here for what William Cabo will be getting here against Souderton.
And here we go, Koza in shotgun. Man in the backfield, 2 men up on the front of the field, but this one's going to be handed off once again to Cabo, and Cabo pushing his way through, but finds no lane and sets him up for a 3rd and 9. That's going to be a tough one, Ethan.
Absolutely, and they're going to have to let Koza unload here. Michael Zaretsky possibly getting this one dialed up to him. They trust a lot of the they trust all of the receivers a lot, is what I was trying to say there. But the Souderton secondary, this whole Souderton defensive crew is a very talented one, and they have held their own early against one of the more anemic offenses in high school football so far. But it will be Koza, Cabo, nowhere to be found, I believe.
4 receivers in this formation. Steps back to pass. Koza rolling out. He's going to take this one himself, trying to get the 1st down. And he had the lane, but he rolled out to the left side and couldn't beat him. Gain of 9, but does not get them the 1st down.
They're going to rush to the line here. Watch out.
And here we go. They're ready. They're staying out there. Koza in the shotgun. 4th down. It's critical.
Well, they might
Make
just
some
be trying to
pre-snap
get in the fight.
adjustments. It might be just making them jump.
Yep.
And they call a timeout.
Just trying to get him to bite there. I don't love the decision here when you're at your own 20, but I think one of the words I've said most on these broadcasts with you, Dan, is north and south, and that's where Gio Koza just got to know that. He's got to know where the marker is, and it's a very tough decision for Coach Garrett. It's tough because, your defense has struggled all season. If Souderton gets the ball back, they might not fail to capitalize, but if you punt, obviously they can capitalize. If you don't, they can capitalize. You have a lot of faith in your offense here.
If only we had replay review there. Replay at all.
Yeah.
We would be able to see it. But
Looks like
he
they
had
are
it
coming out
lane
in
right
punt
for the middle. There were
formation.
2 linebackers closing in, which obviously he would have taken a hit, but he rolled out to the left side and just could not get away from there.
It looks like this is punt formation, so they will. Souderton's got a man back deep.
They're just going to elect to punt here. Sends this one up and away. This one less distance than the last one. He's just going to run in motion as he takes this one. And taking that kick there was number 6. Hunter Smeltz once again. receiving the ball as he brought that one in, and he had speed on him as he collected that ball.
He did. He brought that one in stride, and he can't imagine he missed breaking that one big by much, but North Special Teams has been their saving grace so far this season, and it will be another early test of this North defense. So much pressure on them, and it just has not come to fruition just yet. Souderton with a chance to take a 2-score lead on the road here early. Let's see if they can do it, Dan.
In the shotgun, once again, is Ben Walsh, the quarterback of this team. And he's just going to hand this one off to his man, Houston Marshall. And Houston with a big first down. Up to about the 25. As he found a lane and he flew right through it.
Houston Marshall looking to have a game. Like, the name escapes me of number 6 on Ben Salem a week ago, but he's looking like he might have a game similar to his. I mean, just the running game for teams against Council Rock North has just been unbelievable. I mean, with those jerseys, we were comparing them to Ashton Genty, and I mean, this is just something that is going to continue to be a problem.
And rolls out to the near side, makes his pass, and finds him. What an amazing route, and he pushes through the tackle. And the safety just didn't engage in the tackle. The corner tried to bring him down. He got off of him. And the safety on that play just decided to walk out of bounds, as it seemed. And
That's
that is
unacceptable.
just not good defense there. You gotta engage the tackle there off that catch.
That's unacceptable. You just can't do that. That shouldn't have been almost a first down, let alone a touchdown. And sorry for the camera issues there. We can't quite stretch it to the corner there. So trying our best to catch everything here. As pending the extra point, it will be a 14-0 game. As Council Rock North's defense bending and breaking here early.
Sends this one up, and that's going to make this one 14-0. That was a booming kick. Sent back into the far part of the track. But you just cannot let that tackle happen. I mean, you got to let that tackle happen. You got to engage that tackle. There was no tackle on that play. He walked away from him almost.
No, yeah, I know what you're trying to say here, and just it's football 101. You can't let him get past you there, and just that is going to be a costly mistake early, as it is already looking like it's going to get ugly here.
Another point you were talking about is Ashton Genty. Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
I'm drafted in my Dynasty League, I'll tell you that much. And we're seeing some signs of that with the Houston Marshall out there.
You know, Souderton's attacking more with the passing game, but they're doing whatever they want right now. So you'd have to imagine possibly later in the game we'll see more of him.
And here comes the kick for Big Red as they're going to give the ball back to Council Rock North here. North hasn't really been able to do anything with it so far this game. Receiving the ball and trying to push his way through here. And brought down at about the 25. I think that was Michael Zaretsky again with the carry. Yeah, it's going to be Michael Zaretsky. Up to the 25.
Quite the do-it-all out there, Michael Zaretsky, and just Indians offense once again just struggling to get going. They just need to get in that rhythm and flow, which we just, like you mentioned earlier, we haven't seen all season.
Speaking of season, you can catch the Council Rock North Indians here all season, and that is only one more game so far this season, as that's going to be the Rock Bowl, the biggest game of the year. There is nothing like it. Rivalry here at Walt Snyder Stadium, and you can catch it on the Rally Sports Network, but steps back to throw and makes the pass. Quick curl.
Did he get out
near side, and pass is complete there to Mark Gambesia. And that's the quick passing you got to do. You got to get them on their toes here if you're Council Rock North. Maybe work some screens in the offense, get them thinking if it's going to be a run or pass.
Absolutely. The offensive line has been, point of struggle for the North offense. So just being able to get those balls out quickly because you have talented receivers. They just haven't gotten the ball.
And it steps back to throw. The line collapsing, just as you were saying, and makes a pass into the middle of the field, and that one might be a gain of about 2. And it's just going to be about these quick passes. You got to get the ball out of your hand quick. You know that line's going to collapse. They get through so easily. And they're going to converse for this one as quarter one ends here at Walt Snyder Stadium. We're going to take a break for commercial, and we'll be back with you for the second quarter of action here on the Rally Sports Network. I'm Danny McDevitt, joined by Ethan Whitney, and we'll catch you in about 30 seconds.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristolboro, PA.
And back to play here at Walt Snyder Stadium. The handoff, pushing his way through and gets the first down on a critical third down there. Just pushing his way through was Max Jernetz. And a great play there to get him down the field.
Wasting no time out of the quarter. They're getting a critical first down. It's like we just said, they need some rhythm, they need some flow in that offense, and just the lack thereof has been critical in this season, which has not been a pretty one.
And here we go from the shotgun. Koza rolls out near side, trying to find a pass. Deep ball, and this one just outside as he was not able to connect with him.
Hold everything. There's a flag out there.
He had his man open there, number 12, Michael Zaretsky, and just overthrew him, but flag on the play, so this one might help out. And it's holding against North. It's not going to help them out at all, so
All right.
it was a free play there for Souderton.
It'll be
And it's going to be
64
called on 6'4".
North. What else is
Shane
new?
McGargle.
And you know, when there's no discipline, no execution, and no points on the board, things will collapse quickly here for Council Rock North. They're not exactly known as a team to stay in the fight so far this season.
They tend to fall apart once these scores starts getting away from them. But 14 is a comebackable lead. Is that a word? Comebackable?
It is now. But you can always bet on the Rally Sportsbook whether it will be the over or the under in this game.
Does not exist.
Not yet.
And he's going to look to throw this one, but just hit as he threw it and sent into the sideline for an incomplete pass.
I don't know why you're turning away business here, Dan.
Aren't you a freshman at Council Rock North High School? I hope your
What does that
principal
have to
sees
do with
this.
Dan?
The Rally Sportsbook.
I'm gonna join FBLA.
FBLA. Oh, you're gonna be the
Future
business owner, future business owners.
And I'm gonna make the Rally Sports Network. Oh, boy.
FBLA is a good club. Just join it. And this is a very, very big second and long. I think this is about a 2nd and 20. Yeah, this is a 2nd and 20 for North. Not where they want to start out on this drive. Is moving around in the pocket, showing some good pocket presence, and
Flag is down.
just gonna take this one himself and
Oh,
gets hit.
I don't know where the
That
flag
was
is
a
on
bone
that.
rattling hit,
I don't know where the
but
target
called
is on
clean
that.
by the referees. And holding number 76, Frank Pin Giotakis.
I am shocked that there was not a penalty on for that hit. That felt late.
And a play that Giovanni Cosa took one for the team on is now sent back even further. And Souderton are in full control of this ship. And it is sailing in the right direction for them.
And the fans are not happy about the no call there. If you caught that, but they're not happy.
The North faithful are quite restless about that hit.
So it's just about a second, and we're talking 30. Are we gonna break the record that North set earlier in the season?
I hope not, but this is a 2nd and 30. I think that was a 2nd and 40 that we saw last time.
I thought it was a 3rd and 40, but regardless, the down and distance. It's 2 holding calls have cost them
I think it was a 3rd and 40
20
something.
yards, and I think this is a timeout.
But a timeout by North. They are not in a good place.
That is their
Might want to
last
find a Hail
time.
Mary here.
That
As
is-
they have not had good offense, and now they have they have no timeouts. They have 30 yards to gain in 3 downs.
So, interesting clock decisions here from Coach Garrett, burning all 3 of your timeouts before you've even hit the 10-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. I don't know if he's just anticipating not having the ball late in the
Maybe
quarter.
just a lack of communication on the team. They're just not able to communicate as effectively as they want to right now.
That's certainly a decision. But it will
And
be
the team just
second.
communicating themselves. Coaches kind of stood away from that one.
I believe it's just even 2nd and 30. So we'll see if this escalates.
The team trying to get on the same page here. 10 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this quarter. And from the shotgun is Koza. Koza steps back, throws this one, and he is hit off the pass and incomplete.
That's a
As
good
that
play.
one was way out of his reach, and he got hit for even trying to make an effort.
Yeah, it's a good play from the Souderton defender there. Don't even give him a chance. And obviously, when you're playing 3rd and 30, and at this point, you don't want to do anything stupid. Just make the easy play that's right in front of you, and that's
Same
exactly what he
Souderton
did.
defender with the hit on Koza earlier that the fans were unhappy about. Timmy Meehan, junior safety, 6'3", 175 pounds.
Okay, well, there's your guy. Wow.
That's an athlete.
That is a specimen right there, and you can tell he's definitely one of the enforcers on this team.
And
So
here we
3rd
go.
and 2.5
Koza once
country
again in the
miles.
shotgun. Cabo next to him.
Do you believe in miracles? Nope. You believe.
And Cabo pushing his way through a big run play and brought down. That's going to set them up for a 4th and 12. As what a big play to no avail.
4th down. Yep. Punt.
That
team's
would have
gonna
been
come on
a
here.
big morale changer if it wasn't a 3rd and 30.
That's kind of been the story of the season, though. It could have been big if it wasn't this. And that has been the story of not just the season, not just last season, but the better part of the last 15 years of Council Rock North football. As this one gets booted away from Koza.
And this one sent up into the air, bouncing around,
Great bounce for
And-
North.
rolling back to about the 23. I want to say it's 23. Maybe it's 22.
Just about.
Yeah, it's going to be the 22 there as Souderton get back on offense. They've been in full control, and they have not let their foot off the gas. 14-0, and Ben Walsh marches his offense back out there.
No, Dan, I don't think North has led for a single second outside of the Truman game. If you take
I
that
think you
Truman
may be
game off
correct
their
about that,
schedule,
actually.
I don't think they've led for a single second this season. So, North students and fans take that out
Hands
of
this
you
one
well.
off. It's a fumble, and they're going to dive onto it. Let's see who's coming up with it. And by the expressions, it looks like Souderton kept it. And this one's going to be 2nd down. Souderton able to keep control of it off the fumble. Dropping it there was Mujana Suddy, the halfback. The junior halfback.
North, that's an opportunity missed there. You got to pick up that fumble, put your offense. You really got to set up this offense well because obviously it's not exactly the strong point. There's just a missed opportunity.
I got to say, steps back, looks for the pass, sends this one, barrels it, and this one almost intercepted. It was tipped by the linebacker, and the safety was just lurking behind him to try to catch it.
That's just Michael Zaretsky kind of hitting the Will Levis there, hands on his head. He could not believe that passed through his hands. Or not his hands, but the defender in front of him, excuse me. That's just something you got to have, and it's now 2 plays, 2 missed opportunities for Council Rock North on defense, but they do have a chance to get off the field early here, and we'll see what Souderton dials up. It will be another test of Council Rock North secondary, which has not exactly lived up to the hype so far.
Now in the shotgun, you might see a pass here. Hands this one off. I was incorrect. Houston Marshall with that one. And that brings the punt team out there as Council Rock North defense stands strong on that one.
Yeah, that's what you needed. The crowd's now back into it. You hear the band, Council Rock North, very proud of that band. It's a very good band. And now you get the punt team coming out there. Chance to break something here on special teams. I mean, I can't emphasize how badly they need Michael Zaretsky to break something here. Special teams could be really the only way they end up producing offense. Michael
And
Zaretsky.
here comes the punt. This one boomed away and sent over to Michael Zaretsky, and he just does not hold that one. He might have touched it, though.
Don't think he did.
And yeah, he did not touch it, so Council Rock North back on offense. And this game is not, although they do not have any momentum or any offensive firepower so far this game,
Or all
this
season.
game's not far away from them. Defense kept them in this. It's still a 14-0 ball game.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Michael Zaretsky, it's not his fault. That was a punt you can't return. That would have turned into a disaster. It's just unfortunate he couldn't break something there. It's going to be another test of this offense and another test of this Souderton defense, which has looked fantastic.
And taking this was Cabo. Runs to the near side and gets about a gain of 5. Cabo's run game has been strong so far in this game. He's really found a groove of it so far.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like he's found his place in this offense as that halfback power. He's done a great job early against Souderton's defense as they're trying to, if the rhythm and flow is the running game, it's the running game. If it's the passing game, it's the passing game. They just need something.
If you're coach of North, Coach Garrett, right? That's his name?
Yep, Coach Garrett.
If you're Coach Garrett, you gotta find any way to break this defense and just push your offense right through it. Any kryptonite that they have, you just gotta find a way to capitalize on that.
Just whistles
And
here. There's a flag on the field.
another handoff coming there. No gain though, and that's gonna set them up for a 3rd down. Sorry, no flag on the play. False start. And that one's gonna roll North back about 5. And now 2nd and 10.
I mean, so far, the best way I can sum up North's offense so far, it has been a stoppable object versus an immovable force. I believe it's the other way around there, but regardless, it has just been
A stoppable objects and an immovable force. Doesn't that cancel out?
stoppable object. Immovable force. You know what I meant. Regardless, it's been a disaster.
Yeah, get the
There's a
metaphor.
bee in
I
front
got
of the
you.
camera now. You know, it's
And
just-
this one passed. It's a screen pass, and that is behind the line. Zaretsky with a tackle for a loss there. He's sent back maybe about 7 yards.
you know what, Dan?
8 yards, actually. That
I'm
is not
incoherent.
good.
The offense is incoherent. No one knows what's going on. 3rd down and just about, I want to say 15. We'll
I'd
see
say
if they
it's
dial up
about
something
18.
here.
Just about 18. 3rd and 18 here. And this one is going to be critical for North. You are heading close to halftime. You really need to get on the board.
Yeah, you need something. Something to take it to the halftime. And obviously they don't have their timeouts, which I think is just going to be pivotal for the momentum that they don't have if they want to get that down the stretch of the game. Or of the half, excuse me.
They run out there quick, trying to throw off the defense just a little bit. Receivers lined up. Hands this one off once again to Cabo, and Cabo is met at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go, and that brings up 4th down.
It's just weak play calling. I mean, I know it's 3rd and forever, but you got to put some trust in Giocosa at some point. I mean, if you're not going to trust him to pass the ball, why is he starting? You know, I know Giocosa can run. Why not have him at halfback and William Cabo at the quarterback? Like, if you don't trust your quarterback to throw the football, what is he there for?
And this one snapped, punt, sent away to about the 45 it lands, maybe the 44. This one rolling back to the 35 is when they touch it and stop it. Clock rolling down, 5 minutes and 37 seconds.
Seniors and their families, please report.
And there will be some senior recognition during halftime. We'll make sure to air that so you can catch that video on The Rally Sports Network will make sure to keep a recording during all that. And steps back, throws this one. Bubble pass, and he is brought down the line behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of about 2.
You know, Dan, you've seen the flashes. That's one of the flashes. You know there's talent on this team. Like, that's a good play. They're trying to get it out to the open field, force North to make tackles, and they respond well. You know it's there. It's frustrating because it hasn't been realized, not just all season, but my entire life as someone who's, stuck with Council Rock School District.
And this one from the shotgun. Hand it off. Pushing his way through up through the middle. He's got a lane, and he is flying through it. As right to the 48 for a gain of, I want to say, about 20. Souderton first down here. Pushes them all the way into Council Rock North territory.
I mean, that's as easy to get. He found a huge hole, and he didn't waste any time. See if they go back to him here.
Just back, throws, and another first down as he moves himself up to the 35. A great catch there by number 32, Chase Johnson.
I mean, it has been a very interesting offensive attack from Souderton. You see so much of the run game in high school football. They have not hesitated to let their quarterback sling the rock, and he has performed greatly here on the road. And it's just kind of what you don't see from the North offense, the trust in your quarterback.
Souderton is driving now, and North is on their heels. Steps back, looks for a pass, reading his man downfield, and sends this one up and away. And pushes this one away was Brady Pay, as he was able to slap that one away from the hands of number 6, Hunter Smelts, who's been having a great game.
Phenomenal coverage there from Brady Pay, staying step and step with him. Ball ends up getting tipped up in the air. No one's behind him, but just great job. They once again showed trust in the quarterback, and it wasn't a bad throw, wasn't a bad route. It was just better defense to good offense.
And back into the shotgun. Here comes Ben Walsh, quarterback for Souderton. He's been throwing the ball well. And this one, he's just going to keep himself and pushing his way through, and brought down by the tackle of Michael Hutchinson, the junior linebacker.
He's a bigger guy, he's tough to bring down. He's got the arm, he's got the arm, he's got the leg, he's got whatever you need. And we'll see if they go back to the running game, which has been prolific to this point, or if they're going to let Walsh sling the rock, as you'd have to imagine the offense isn't going to be going off the field if they don't convert here, as they're deep in North territory.
2 receivers on the far side, tight ends lined up. He steps back, looks to throws. He's on his weak side, turns, throws deep to the end zone. And this one may be intercepted. He's out. He is out of bounds, and no interception, but an incomplete pass. And great coverage there by Michael Zaretsky. Offensive and defensive threat there.
Absolutely, you said it. Just once again, great coverage. I mean, the safeties so far, to their credit, haven't wavered. While the corners, the slot, the short passes, they have been capitalizing. I'm not quite sure why they've stepped away from them, but the defense, the deep safeties, they have not wavered. So you'd have to imagine maybe they're looking at something over the middle here, but 2 deep balls that just didn't quite connect for Souderton as they line up for this 4th down.
Steps back, looks to pass, finds a short, and he pushes his way through, jukes him out, and brought down at about the 18. What a play there.
That was a
short pass, and he was able to make it happen.
And Dan, like I said, they tried 2 deep balls on this drive. The safeties don't waver, so they just go back to that short passing game, and North just once again cannot make the tackle.
Handoff here. Number 9 pushes his way through is Houston Marshall, and brought down at about the 12. Off the tackle there of number 12, Michael Zaretsky.
It's just bending, and breaking. It's just the deep balls they've been able to snuff out, but it's been these short passes because it's forcing North to make tackles, and that's just what they can't do. We've got an official's timeout. We're not quite sure what
And an
for at the
official
moment.
timeout.
Is it the 2-minute warning? It is not. Real quick, though, if you're looking for a local bar or restaurant to stop by for lunch or after work, Isaac Newton's is the perfect place for you. From the delicious specials to the kitchen to the amazing customer service, there's nothing that you won't find here. It's the perfect place to go get great food for even better prices. And if you're just looking for a place to sit down and have a drink with friends, Isaac Newton's is one of the best bars in the Newtown area. It's the perfect place to grab a drink and watch your local Philly sports teams. Stop by in town at 18th Street, stream all week long from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And here we go. Souderton, Big Red, back out on offense.
Killed that ad read.
And Ben Walsh looks, sends his pass. It's a bubble pass over to his man, Kadir Fisher, and still staying alive. He's
Oh, my God.
been going for a lot of tackles there. And just stopped behind the first down marker.
Dan, this is why I said I don't understand why they ever got away from that short passing game, because when you force North to make tackles, they won't. It's been the story of their whole season. It's just, once again, you have to imagine it'll be an easy decision for the Souderton coaching staff. You cannot imagine the offense is going anywhere if they don't convert.
I am mistaken, though, as
Will be a first
Souderton
down.
on a 1st and goal now, and hands this one off. You could probably see it was coming, and
Yep.
number 32 pushes one into the end zone. Chase Johnson pushing his way through, and a great play for a Souderton touchdown to put them up 20-0, as they are in full control on this drive, as that run game was smooth.
That run game was smooth. It was dominant, and the North defense. What I'm trying to hint at is that we might be looking at a running clock in the 3rd quarter here, Dan. I don't know how long this game's really going to last.
I think the running clock's in question just yet, but
I wouldn't be so sure. Souderton in complete control now, 21-0. And it's just these early deficits for North. They'll show some flashes like they did against Ben Salem, where it's like, hey, this team could, crawl back, but they just get themselves in these insurmountable deficits. And it's just no team, no matter how talented or how lack thereof, is going to be a successful team when they consistently find themselves down like this. I mean, that Ben Salem game and the Truman game, which they won, really the only exceptions.
1:16 to go, so Council Rock North's going to get their chance at a slightly less than 2-minute drill.
With no timeouts because they burned them all in the first 15 minutes.
And here we go. Kickoff underway as the Big Red are going to give this one back to the Council Rock North Indians, who are struggling so far on offense. And story of the season, but now pushing his way through and brought down just behind the 25.
And Zareski sends a run into a wall there. There's nothing for him waiting on the other side of the grass. It was not greener.
This ball is going to be placed at the 23.
Minute and 8 to make something happen. Just getting something on the board before the half would be a miracle. It's just to take, like we said, to take something into the half, a little bit of momentum would go a long way here.
And here we go. The North heading back out. The Indians get a chance to put themselves on the board before halftime. They don't want to turn this ball over. Souderton can pass very effectively. And they hand this one off. It looks like they're just kind of going to try to burn the clock.
I don't agree with this at all. And looks like we've got some whistles here, so we'll get to this after.
Maybe trying to throw them off. They may have been expecting fast, so they might want to mix it up with a handoff. But a lineman down here. And we'll take a break and be back with you after this short commercial break.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristol Borough, PA.
Number 72 now walking off on his own power. He's
Christopher
one of those
Blaine there.
guys. He sticks around the freshman team a lot. He has a lot of friends on that team. He's a very nice person. Just great all around guy, and it's nice to see him getting back up there.
Always good to see offensive linemen. Very tough position to play.
Absolutely. So hopefully he ends up being all right. It's early in the morning. You'd have to hope it's just a cramp.
Yeah, it looks like he's walking a little bit faster now, so hopefully it's just a cramp. Get the pickle juice out.
Yeah.
And North still conversing on their sideline. Trying to get ready to get back to play.
Souderton, curious as to what the timeout for them was for. As, seemed like North is just keen to run out the ball. And, like I said, I don't like that at all. I think you have to show some aggressiveness, show some faith in not just your quarterback, but your offense as a whole. So we'll see if the mentality has changed here as they line up for a second down and just about 11. And he's getting checked out over there. Appears to just be a cramp, so obviously hoping he's okay.
And early jump there from Souderton. That looks like it's going to be on number 64 as he flew, but maybe it could be a false start for Council Rock North.
Thought it was offsides, but now it's looking like
it's going to be false
opposite.
start on Council Rock North. It looked like number 64.
I mean, yeah, that has
Souderton
to be
jumped, but
that has to be their third or fourth. That's
the
unacceptable.
ref's point of view,
Yeah,
they have a much better view than us.
a little bit.
Not that this point of view. This is a good
No,
box.
it's a very nice box up here in Watson Leiter Stadium, and from doing hockey, just grateful that we have a box.
Yeah.
It's
doing football makes you grateful for the stuff. Because doing hockey makes you grateful for the stuff.
then we're in the stands, and it's like, all right, I'm cold.
People
It's
walking by you.
December. It's midnight. Like
You'll be on air mid-call and play, and someone's asking you where the broadcast is at. They just seemingly don't see the sign behind us. This is Rally Sports Network.
They'll learn. It's a process.
And it's much colder, yes.
Much colder.
From the shotgun, hands this one off and pushing out towards the right side, but brought down for maybe to the line of scrimmage, but looks like be a tackle for loss again.
Souderton's trying to get the ball back. I understand. I learned in this. So Souderton, you see the difference here, Dan? North's trying to run the football, and Souderton, they're playing aggressive. They don't care that it's a 3-score lead. They want to make it 4. They want to make it 5. And, they're burning their timeouts when they could walk into this half feeling great about themselves because they've played a great game of football here on the road. They could, run this, let this clock run out, take this 21-0 lead in the half, but they want more, and that's just what you haven't seen from North. The other team has always just wanted more, wanted it more, etc. And it's
with playoff hopes on the rise for Souderton, you gotta keep running the score up, and it's nothing personal. You just gotta keep getting that ranking higher.
It's a mentality difference, and that's why Souderton's top 80 and North is barely top 350.
That's why North is barely winning games.
They're not winning games.
The band seniors getting recognized at halftime. We'll keep that on air to see. And trying to push his way through his Cabo, found another lane and gets back to the original line of scrimmage as it looks. And the ball rolled out. They're going to say he was brought down before the ball got out.
And just possessions like that, play calls like that is why Souderton is always going to be that athletic powerhouse that they are, and North is just not there. It's just, you want to see the want to win this game. And even if you're 1-7, even if the season's just about over, even if, you're kind of even looking ahead to the South game, you want to see the want to win in front of your home stadium on Fall Festival Day. Beautiful day for football. There's no excuses. They're just not playing well.
And here comes the snap to Koza to kick this one away. And sends this one up and away. It's blocked.
Goodness.
And picking it up is the big man, pushing his way through, and he loses it. North might be able to pick it up, and this ball is loose. And Souderton gets away with it, as that was a crazy play. The punt was blocked, then picked up by the big man, number 55, Julius Adorno. and Houston Marshall ends up scooping it.
All right, I gotta admit that was pretty awesome. We always love to see big man with football, and he was going for the end zone.
was
He was
ready to
not
run.
stopping until he saw God or a touchdown. I mean, that was incredible. But he ends up losing the football himself. It's just a backyard football there, and Souderton now in
And ends
prime
up with
position.
Souderton being in the red zone here for 30 seconds. And rolls out to his weak side, trying to get the pass away, and he might be sacked. And if they want to run another play, they got to hurry.
They have no
They get to
timeouts.
the
They
line
burned them
quick.
all. See if they just spike it here.
Teams line it up, and a referee calls a whistle as they move this ball up.
Spotting issue.
And here comes Snap. He's going to spike it. 12 seconds to run a play. They are about
Third down
15
now.
yards from the end zone.
See how much faith they have in their kicker if they don't get it here. I mean, I'd love to see him get a crack at it. Imagine, you're at the 15-yard line, that is, or the 20-yard line. Or no, it is the 15. I was right. But see what happens if they don't get it here. It'll be an interesting decision in how much trust they have in that leg of theirs.
From the 15, steps back, looks to throws, aiming for the end zone, and brought down at just about the 1. He's going to have to spike this one quick.
Did they get it off?
And a lot of
Looks like there's a
confusion down the
second
field
left
as
on the
they were
clock. That's
trying to get the clock
unbelievable.
to stop.
That is unbelievable. What a play. There's a
And there is
second
a
left.
lot of confusion on this field right now.
Looks like North thought the half was over, but the scoreboard reads there's 1 second left. So we'll see if we see some tush push action. I mean, this is unbelievable. North thought the game or the half was over, and
The clock will stop.
it's
'cause
the college
Souderton
football
achieved
spotting
a first down
rules.
is what we're hearing from the referee up in the booth.
Yeah, it's the college football spotting rules where if you get the first down in the last 2 minutes, the clock is stopped until the ball is set. And just a fantastic job to get that spike off. And now this is the aggressiveness that North doesn't have. I mean, that's just amazing football at any level. And that is just an insane sequence of events. Can it get them a touchdown? And there's more confusion. Here we go. Never mind. What is going on? And there's actually 3.5 seconds
And
left.
yeah, there is a lot of confusion up here.
This is
3.5 seconds remaining.
incredible.
They are stacking the line, and
Flags are on.
there's going to be a lot to figure out now.
So, it's not getting any simpler.
False start. And that one's going to move.
What is going on?
That one's going to move them back.
We heard it there from our ref in the box, so there's still 3.5 seconds. You'd have to imagine this
And it
will
looks like
be
the
a pass.
Kick team is going to come out, so they're going to elect to let their kicker take a try at this one.
I don't think this is the first field goal attempt that we've seen all season. Here we go.
It's just about a little bit more than a PAT.
Just about.
Should be able to make this one.
It's those
He had a booming kick earlier sent across the track. And here we go.
chance for the special teams to come up big here for North again, or Souderton can just keep doing what they're doing. Here we go. First
Micah.
field goal in Rally Sports Network history.
Micah Stripia with the kick here.
You can bet if he'll make it on the Rally Sports book.
And they're making some noise as a sophomore. Sophomore kicker awaiting the kick.
And flag.
Oh, no,
never
wait.
mind, that
They're
was
just
up.
passing the flag around. This place is silent.
I don't think anyone knows what's going on, but
You could hear a pen drop right now. But here we go. Here comes the field goal from Stripia. Sends this one up, and it is good. The sophomore puts this one through the uprights and makes it 24-0. to take us into halftime here on the Rally Sports Network.
Just silly
Make sure to
mistakes.
check out the marching band senior recognition, as we'll get it all on video. And before we go, one simple ad read here from Ethan Whitney.
Looking for a local bar or restaurant to stop by for lunch or after work? Isaac Newton's is the perfect place for you. From the amazing customer service to the kitchen, there's nothing that you won't find here. It's the perfect place to get great food for even better prices. And if you're just looking for a place to sit down and have a drink with your friends, Isaac Newton's has one of the best bars in the local Newtown area. It's the perfect place to grab a drink and watch your favorite Philly sports teams. Stop by all week long at 18 State Street from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Follow me to Finny McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finny's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finny McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finny McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristolboro, PA.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to recognize the seniors for the Council Rock North Marching Band as we say thank you to them for all of their years of hard work and dedication to the marching band. To start off this afternoon, Logan Ames. Logan plays the trumpet, is the band captain and the trumpet section leader. He is escorted by his dad Ken, his mom and stepdad Jillian and Joe Swan, and his brother Mason Ames. Logan's most memorable moment is freaking out during brass quintet rehearsals, having to learn French horn within a month for the championships at Hershey Park. Logan plans to become a music teacher and band director, studying music education at Westchester's Wells School of Music. Logan would like to thank both of his parents for countless hours spent supporting him throughout the years and for being up at the latest hours to pick him up after countless competitions. He would also like to thank all the incredible people that have gotten to meet through the seasons, especially Sophie for always having his back. Without them, he wouldn't be able to be who he was today. Next up, Emma Featherstone. Emma is in the color guard. She is escorted by her mom Peggy, her dad Mark, John, Andrew, Carrie Ann, and Thomas. Most memorable moment for Emma was hanging out with friends and going to Applebee's after the games. Her future plans is she wants to go to Bucks for 2 years for education, and Emma would like to thank her coaches Paige and Ashley and all of her friends. Jonathan Grundy McLaughlin. Jonathan plays the flute and is the assistant drum major. He is escorted by his father Edward, his mother Tara, and his brother David. Jonathan's most memorable band moment was the very first competition freshman year where there were no buses or truck leading to an impromptu logistics. He hopes to study history, and Jonathan would like to thank his sister and the flute section and all the music instructors who have taught him so much, past and present. Brooklyn Jade Harrell plays the clarinet. Brooklyn is escorted by Father Matthew Harrell, her mother Melva Powell. Most memorable moment for Brooklyn was with Brooklyn and her friends being able to get into the Hawaii Zoo during the band trip at half price because they got there 30 minutes before closing. Brooklyn plans on going into the veterinary medicine field and becoming a general practitioner in the veterinarian field. Brooklyn would like to thank everyone for all of their help throughout the years. Zachary Leeser. Zachary plays the baritone and is the instructional captain and low brass section leader. He is escorted by his mom Michelle, his dad Jeff, and his grandmother Ellen. Zachary's most memorable moment was forming band piles when it got cold during competitions. Zach plans to go to Westchester University and earn a teaching degree in either music or history. Zach would like to thank his parents for supporting him in every endeavor, as well as his grandma, who has given him a home in Pennsylvania. Nathan Spear plays the alto saxophone and is the logistics captain and melto section leader. Nathan is escorted by his father Alan and his mother Wendy. His most memorable moment was the trip to Hawaii. Nathan plans to major in mathematics, and he would like to thank his parents for their constant support and all of the directors and staff who have helped him grow as a marcher and a musician. Sophie's son. Sophie is in the color guard and is the color guard liaison. Sophie is escorted by her father Sol son and her mom Amy son. Sophie's most memorable moment was freshman year, having to drive to the competition because the school didn't give buses, and going to Hawaii with the band. Sophie plans to go to college out of state and study computer science. Sophie would like to thank Paige, Ashley, Grandma, and Grandpa, Mom, and Dad, Sophie Tennant. Kimberly Side plays the clarinet and is the Tri-M Music Honor Society president. Escorted by her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Side. Kimberly's most memorable moment was playing heads up on the long bus rides. Kimberly plans to study electrical engineering, and Kimberly would like to thank her parents for supporting her endeavors, teachers for teaching, and friends for being there. And finally this afternoon, Owen Van Zelst. Owen plays the snare drum and is the drum captain. Owen is escorted by his father Jason, his mother Megan, and his sister Olivia. Owen's most memorable band moment was exploring the beaches of Hawaii on the band trip. Owen is still deciding among a handful of colleges where to pursue electrical engineering. Owen would like to thank his mom for her many hours dedicated to the band and all of his friends over the years that made band memorable. How about a big round of applause for all of our band seniors as we wish them well in their future endeavors, and again, say thank you for all of your years of hard work and dedication to the Council Rock North Marching Band. Please stay tuned for the halftime performance.
Follow me to Finny McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finny's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finny McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finny McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristol Borough, PA.
of the Council Rock North Marching Band. Our 2024 show is entitled Phantom of the Opera and explores the timeless story of the Phantom through our band's interpretation of Andrew Lloyd Webber's beloved music. Musical selections include Phantom of the Opera, Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again, Masquerade, and The Music of the Night. Soloists include Zach Leeser on baritone, Logan Ames on trumpet, and Nathan Speart on alto saxophone. The Council Rock North Marching Band is led on the field by Drum Major Marcus Hornstein and Assistant Drum Major Jonathan Grundy McLaughlin. The 2024-2025 Student Leadership Executive Committee includes Band Captain Logan Ames, Battery Captain Owen Van Zelts, Color Guard Captain Charlotte Van Loo, Instructional Captain Zach Leeser, Communications Captain Morgan Marshall, and Logistics Captain Nathan Speart. Additional Student Leadership Committee members include Robert Daly, Wesley Graham, Aiden Henneman, Delaney Kelly, Vivi Kim, Ivan Lee, Jamie Montgomery, Charlie Morales, Kyle Myers, Jake Nicholson, Sophie Sun, Kasaya Transu, Kimberly Sy, and Evan Winkler. The music is arranged by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Arrangements are by Paul Lavender. Drill design by Zach Travis. And color guard design by Larry Trimble. Marching band staff includes medical personnel Terry Lavin, color guard instructors Ashley Fox, Paige Connor, and Brooke Reese. Percussion instructor Donovan Marte. Visual technicians Ryan Mitchell and Greg Beatty. And the director of bands Greg McCuddy. Holland Floor Covering is a proud sponsor of the Council Rock North Marching Band. Holland Floor Covering is a family-owned and operated business for over 50 years. They provide free sample sign-outs as well as no-cost, no-obligation estimates. Stop into one of our showrooms, the Newtown showroom across from the high school, or the brand new showroom on Lancaster Ave in Wayne, PA. The Holland Floor family wishes all Council Rock students a great year. Drum majors, is the band ready?
Well, yeah. You should have a huge promotion. Cedar Fair first. Yeah. Yeah, and she loves that. Like one time I first got like an intent and I was like calling her like, what do I do with this? Uh-huh. Don't even. It's like 5 years. Yeah. No. Yep. I mean, happy-ish. Yeah, I mean, well, we were, it's like a crazy, like there's days where like, this is totally. Like on a Sunday night at 10 o'clock. That's it. Yep. And trust us, there's not a lot of time we're making up there. Yep. I was the vice president. She's the vice president of Wayne. So we were super lucky. Oh my god. I'm like standing on the sideline, like, hey, he just walks past. Oh my god. This time, put him on. Yeah. But I was like, if you went to Whitney, I'm not gonna get comfortable. Like the alternative is he just wants to participate track, which is which technically it'll be his first time doing it.
No.
Yeah.
No, are you his mom? Hey! I made his birthday cake. Oh, I need
Yeah, his mom did on that birthday cake.
Yeah, totally.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Trash. I was like, wow.
Megan's the bad stuff we were speaking about everybody.
No, I think you're an asshole.
Oh, I said you got to figure out.
Just the best kind of it.
I'm gonna go.
You know what, though? Actually, we're going to have to do a marathon because I'm well, just because I didn't know how much. I think the sun's going back. You're going to show them
A second half, Council Rock receiving. Well, I'll tell you, some points.
Of course, I did after
the real high school football squad.
Was that when East had no windows? Or sorry, no, East had the big window.
They were on all the inside classrooms.
Yeah, we still have all that. I'm at in the lobby, there was a huge glass window.
That was.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Walt Snyder Stadium as the Souderton Big Red look to get this second half started off even better than the first as they lead 24-0 in this one already. And it has been a slaughter as Souderton really in control this entire game. Now on the kickoff, they go back to the 20 and some extracurricular as this one's going to be called on what I believe to be number 18. That's who the referee kept eye contact with.
And that's just a silly mistake there from Souderton, just getting too emotional early in the half.
Yeah,
It's
and
on Souderton.
you come out there, you sometimes just want to make a statement to the other team.
Statement's already been made.
Let them know this
It
game
was.
isn't gonna change, is what he was probably trying to do. But North really needing to change. It's gonna be a personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
So the ball gets moved up past the 30, all the way up to the 35-yard line. Or the 34-yard line, excuse me. So some good field position for North there. Let's see if they can do something with it. Just been, the story of the season. You've had opportunities. Can you do something with them? See if that
And
changes.
first down. Hopefully a new Council Rock North team coming out here to play. As the first half team wasn't doing too good. And a flag on the play. This one's probably going to be called on the offense. And it's going to be holding on the offense. And send them back to get it started here.
And just coming out in the second half the same way they left the first half. Unmotivated, undisciplined, and just feel like they want to leave. It's just same old story. That's going to back them up from the 34 with a 1st and 10 to their own 24 with a 1st and 20. Just to really put into perspective how much that changes everything in the span of 5 seconds, really.
Now 1st and 20 as the Indians take the field once again here. They are at a disadvantage with this so far back. And steps back, hands this one off. Cabo pushing his way through, and he goes absolutely nowhere. Maybe even a loss, but we'll see where this ball's placed. And this one's going to be sent right back to the line of scrimmage. Not good here for North to start off this half.
No, I mean, the one positive is it seems like they found the guy that they trust the most at running back, but just no faith in the quarterback, and it just shocks me. Like, I don't understand why you're not letting him sling the rock with how talented he is. I mean, if you don't trust him, you have Cabo. Gio can play halfback.
Cabo not out there. And Koza in the shotgun. Steps back, looks to throws, rolls out, and he is met as he seemed to have just panicked there. He wanted to roll out towards the near side, and it held back and was brought down there.
Absolutely.
Quickly.
No time to throw. It's been the story of the season. He's just got to have a little bit better pocket awareness than that. Can't step. It's like you said, it just looked like he panicked. He didn't know where to go or what to do, and he just collapsed, as did the pocket around him, as did the play around him. So we're looking at a 3rd and what? That's on 15.
Jack Potson with the sack there for Souderton. And here we go.
I don't know
Lining up.
21 yards of total offense.
Is packing the box. No, they're going to spread out now. But 4 receivers in this formation for North sips back, looks to throw, and dishes this one. Open man, and pushes this one up towards the 24, it looks to be. And this one is still going to be a far force.
Yeah.
So here comes the punt team, giving Souderton the ball once again.
I was also wrong about the 3rd and 21. I was looking at the line of scrimmage. That was a 3rd and 31. And it's just, the best plays for Council Rock North have always come when it's a 3rd and 30. So I don't think they even have a positive yard of net offense in this game.
And this one is sent way into the air. Talk about a pop fly. And this one's just going to be brought in for a fair catch at about the 48. Catching it there is number 2, Elijah Hampton.
I know most teams, I'd have to imagine they'd just be pounding the clock out here in the second half. But with how Souderton ended that half, I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas. It could be a very long night, or day, for the Council Rock North defense. And Souderton, just to their credit, dominating. They're playing their kind of football however they want, and it has been a clinic.
And here we go. The Big Red take the field from their own end at the 48. Spack hands this one off. Good clean handoff there, and he pushes his way through, finding a lane towards the outside, and he is brought down. And Houston Marshall with a great carry there, moves out to the outside, and he just was off to the races.
Exactly. He's just been finding the holes all day long and just going through it. He's very fast. There's nothing that he really can't do. And just all running backs seem to...
They spot him for no first down, though, so it's going to be a
forward
2nd and 1. And pushes his way through. There's no stopping him. Is pushing his way there was Michael McCormick. He's been their sort of fullback kind of role guy.
Yeah,
He's been just pushing forward in the lines. You saw him in the end zone earlier this game.
Just you need a couple yards. He's your guy for that. Yeah.
And here we go. From the shotgun, Ben Walsh looks, rolls out, far side, sends a pass. He makes the completion to his man, Hunter Smelts, and Smelts with the gain there.
And Souderton, they're doing, as we actually get the 50-50 announced. Hold up.
Yeah, the 50-50 being called, so
I'll pause.
We'll listen in on it. I doubt anyone watching at home has bought a 50-50 ticket, but winning number 93071. I think I messed that up. I'm going to be honest. I don't think I got that correct. But I do what you got to do.
But as I was saying, though, Souderton, their play calling is what I want Norths to be in the sense. It's like they don't care that they're up 24-0, or if they were even down 24-0. They trust the quarterback. They're going to let him roll. They're going to let him sling the rock. They have no reason to put the pedal off the metal here, and they're not going to. They're going to make this the longest afternoon in Council Rock North football history if it means they get to add points onto the board.
From the red zone. Under center. Hands this one off and pushing his way through. He is brought down at about the 5 for a first down and a flag on the play. And that one's going to be Houston Marshall with the carry once again, the senior, just finding his way through, like you said. Ashton Shetty-esque.
Yeah.
As he's got the speed.
And we're looking, believe it, on sportsmanlike conduct penalty from the ward we're hearing. Coach Garrett stepping onto the field. He doesn't seem happy. See him at the left side of your screen there in the pink, as it is a pink out for October. Or is it?
First foul on number 8, Michael Duffy. The defensive end. Junior. And another one called. A lot of laundry on the field now.
That had to have been someone talking. Coach Garrett once again on the field as Michael Zaretsky walks off.
Another unsportsmanlike conduct call for Council Rock North is
Looks like
They gotta
that's on
have some
Michael
discipline there.
Zaretsky. And that's just story of the season.
and they are way up, right on the goal line, basically.
Watch out for number
Ben
40.
Walsh under center. Hands this one off, and you can guess it's going to Houston Marshall as Souderton scores and puts them up by 30.
Wait. Like I
30
said,
to nothing.
could have gone to the half or to the fullback there. Could have gone to Houston Marshall. They've just got a murderer's row of running backs, and they trust each and every one of them. The North has had no answer, not just for Soudertons, but for anyone who has walked into this stadium or North has walked into theirs. It has not mattered time, date, place. They've been dominated.
And his kick up through the uprights, it is good. And Souderton lead 31 to nothing as they continue to hold their shutout and dominant lead. It has been a tough afternoon here for Council Rock North.
Absolutely. It's been just every facet of the game they've just failed to produce. And it's just, Coach Garrett's not happy, but at some point, when your players are mouthing off at the officials, you get 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties in 0 plays. Like, that just can't happen. Now it's 31-0 at Trome Stadium.
And you got to think there's some frustration brewing with Council Rock North. Is you're 1-7 on the 1-7 on the season, soon to be 1-8.
I'll tell you what, from what I know, there is frustration. Like, there's frustration from everyone. No one is happy about how the season has gone, but no one seems to have any idea how to fix it, whether it be the coaching staff or the players.
And you got a huge game you have to get into next week against your rival, crosstown rival, at this same stadium, but as the away team, of course. And you're taking on Council Rock North. I'm sorry, you're taking on Council Rock South, Council Rock North, and that is a brutal hit. The ball might have come out. And
helmets are off.
Stays in his hand, but Michael Zaretsky is laid out as he got hit hard on that play.
Glad to see him get back up. That's toughness there. I'll give him that. And I'll tell you what, Dan, obviously, the game you circle, no matter how good or bad your regular season has been, if you are a student of Council Rock North, a player on any sports team, the game you circle is Council Rock South. And I said last week that it's always a competitive game, no matter the records, no matter the talent. Well, if North keeps playing like this, South is going to do the exact same thing Souderton is doing right now, and it's going to be a humiliation to the school.
And here we go, this one handed off. Here comes Cabo to the outside. Or Michael Zaretsky, and tackled at just about the 38. And that's going to be a first down. Michael Zaretsky looked to the outside, and he was off and away as he just propelled right to that sideline. He was gone.
I mean, Michael Zaretsky, that kid, if there's one positive to take away from the Council Rock North football team, he is that positive. He is just so good breaking tackles there, making things happen on his own. I believe that's the first time, I don't want to say all season, but in this game that he's taken a snap and received the ball as a running back. He's usually a receiver and safety, but he's done it all today, and he's been really the shining star on a dark team.
Here we go, Koza rolling out on his weak side, throws it off and back to Zaretsky as Zaretsky pushes his way up for a first down.
Calling his number again, and this is the first time we've seen that rhythm and flow. Michael Zaretsky can do it from any position on the field. He's finally got the ball moving. It's at the 47-yard line, just about, and North offense need to put points on the board here. You cannot have this drive end in another disappointment.
And you got to think, Michael Zaretsky thinking right now, this is his one way of showing his coach, hey, put some offensive firepower on me. He hasn't been targeted much this season, and he's trying to make a case that he can really be a offensive weapon.
Michael Zaretsky just so talented.
Here we go, Koza juking him out, and he is brought down for a sack. Not good there, as he was just met behind the line of scrimmage.
And you take 2 steps forward with a great run and a great pass, and then you take 5 steps backwards by just another lapse in the offensive line. It's self-explanatory. You can't play like this. This is not sustainable football. And it's not like they've been winning games playing on sustainable football. They've been losing by 30. And it's just going to be another one of those games where you're left questioning why you're even here.
And passes one off to Cabo and met for a tackle for a loss. And once again, behind the line of scrimmage is where that pass goes.
See, Dan, maybe I'll ask you this. You know, we've obviously sports talk is a matter of opinions. I don't understand there why you would, you know, you have a struggling offensive line, right? Why would you put on a screen pass, why would you put a struggling offensive line where they basically create and destroy that entire play depending on the blocking downfield? I just don't understand it. Why put more pressure on an already crumbling unit?
I don't think that screen pass necessarily relies on the blocking downfield in that play, but it almost intercepted just out of the hands there. And that was a close one as here comes the punt team. But as I was saying, I don't think that play necessarily relied on the blocking downfield. It was more of a quick option to dish that one out to the sideline there, but maybe you're right.
I don't
It's just
know.
a lot of decisions have led us here. That's all set.
A lot of decisions, that's for sure, whether it be on or off the field. But hunting team coming out. Gio Koza's leg probably hurting more than his arm at this point.
But
Back
here we
deep,
go.
Houston Marshall.
Here comes the punt. And this one is dropped. He might be able to get off in time, and this one is sent maybe like 20 yards ahead of him. And now rolling back for even less, and he steps on that one. And they're going to get started from Council Rock North territory at the 45, 46. Souderton have the ability to score here and make this a running clock.
I believe it might already be just about there. But, and you know, Souderton, like I said, they're going to keep running up the points. I mean, it just has not mattered for them, not just in this game, but all season. And that's just, like I said, the aggressiveness that you yearn for to have for North, but they just never have. They're going to get to the line quicker, trying to catch the secondary off guard.
And here we go. Hands it off. Running to the outside is number 4, Majuna Suddy, the junior. Halfback. He gets about a gain of 6. Souderton have not laid off the gas here.
They've had no reason to, you know. They're going to keep doing this until North proves that they can stop it, and they won't.
Under center. Tight end in motion. Hands this one off once again. And pushing his way through and just slips up and is brought down. But not before he gets a gain of about 10. Chase Hart with carry.
I mean, Dan North might have gotten lucky there. That looks like he might have been gone if he didn't lose his footing there.
Yeah, if he kept his footing there, that might have been an entirely different story, but brought down at about the 30.
If he kept his footing, maybe the North offense would get another chance, and we could have some more fun on that side of the ball.
And here we go, steps back, looks to pass, throws this one, a quick curl, and
great catch.
The catch by Alex Whitcomb brings that one in.
Climbing the ladder there to make the catch. Just not really much the corner can do there. It's just a quick pass. He gets beat on the hitch route there. Good throw by the quarterback. Great timing. He climbs the ladder up there to get that one. It's just, well, they're doing whatever they want, like we've been saying all day long. They're making North having to, like I said, they're going to keep doing it until North can stop them, and North has not.
Under center. It's a new quarterback, I believe, entering this game. Brett Pollock, the sophomore. He is just brought down after handing the ball off.
You know, Dan, now that you mentioned that, it's always a good indictment on your football program when the JV players are getting snaps in the third quarter of a home game.
And they are still driving this ball pretty well.
And yeah, they're still killing your varsity guys. So, just a lot of soul searching from the coaching staff, from the players, to the athletic directors is going to have to occur over the year-long offseason for high school football.
And here we go, Brett Pollock. Under center. Has two halfbacks in the backfield. And he's just going to hand this one off once again. And pushing his way through here is Majuni Suddy. Majuna Suddy. And the junior sets them up for 1st and goal.
Looks like they'll run down the clock here to the 4th quarter as they are walking towards the sideline.
And that's going to send us into the 4th quarter. So we'll step away for the 3rd.
Look for a local bar or restaurant to stop by for lunch or after work. Ogden Newton's is the perfect place for you. From the amazing specials to the kitchen to the great customer service, there's nothing that you won't find here. And if you're just looking to find a place to sit and have a drink with some friends, Isaac Newton's is one of the best bars in the local Newtown area. It's the perfect place to stop by and have a drink after work or whatever. Stop by in town at 18 State Street all week long from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristolboro, PA. Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub.
And welcome back to Walt Snyder Stadium. I'm Danny McDevitt, joined by Ethan and Whitney here on the Rally Sports Network, as Souderton leads us 131-0 against North. The JV players are in for Souderton, and North is still struggling back on their heels. They have been shut out this entire game, and if Souderton were to score here, it'd be a running clock. Under center, here's Brett Pollock. Puts a man in motion and hands this one off, and he pushes his way into the end zone for a Chase Hart gain and a Souderton touchdown. Souderton take a dominating 37-0 lead, and this one is well out of reach for North.
I mean, it's just different classes of team here, Dan. Souderton is one of the most refined and established teams in Pennsylvania, and North is a collapse in motion.
Quite the optimist there, Ethan.
Quite. And I'll see all these guys on Monday.
He's a Castle Rock North freshman, so just remember that.
Yep.
He's got all the hype in the world. And Souderton take a 38-0 lead after the kick there from sophomore kicker AJ Pisoni.
To his credit, he's
Or sorry,
an
Mike
automatic
Tripp,
tonight, or today, excuse me, like you said earlier. I'm used to these night games.
Yeah.
But if
Prefer
Council Rock
the night
North,
games.
yeah, they're fun.
I like my Saturday afternoon free college football.
But like we mentioned earlier, if Council Rock North doesn't do some serious changes in the week that they have to play Council Rock South, it is going to be a disaster. Because if they play like this, like they're going to play against South, which is a good program all on the road, they're going to wipe the floor with them. And it's not going to be something that any of these players is going to want to even, like that's something you're going to want, bury the tape, etc.
Yeah, we got a very close game here. So I have a question to ask you because we got a big game coming tonight. This college football rivalry. Who you got, Georgia or Texas, Ethan?
Georgia or Texas. This is going to be a very fun one. You saw Georgia lose to Bama and then Bama lose to Vandy. I'm taking Texas. I think Texas is the favorites for a reason this year. What are you thinking?
Last night I was with my friends and we decided to take our guesses at who would win.
Okay.
And one of my friends who had no prior football knowledge at all, I don't think she had thrown a football in her entire life, chose Georgia, and I think that's what I'm meant to go with. Georgia, for that reason.
Fair enough. It's going to be a fun matchup. We saw Oregon versus Ohio
I'm pretty sure
State.
they saw the dog and were like, yeah, I'll go with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I got to say, I think Bevo would win in a fight.
Okay. I could agree with that.
The pass out here.
Oh,
Set, and he
goodness.
drops it. That is one you just can't drop there.
That's
Omar Crow with it.
There's no one there.
You ever see that though? Bevo versus Uga, the
No.
Bulldog versus the Longhorn.
I saw
The
him
Longhorn
get like
escaped
pump
the cage.
faked by him last year. Like he.
do
You
you
didn't see
mean?
that last year where like he walked up to him, dog ends up running away? I swear to God that happened.
Nah, I saw one where the Longhorn broke out of the cage.
Yeah,
That wasn't last year. That was Sugar Bowl in like 2018.
close enough.
2018 was a long time ago. I was a
That's
different
6
person in
years ago.
2018. And hands this one off. He's moving out towards the near side, and he is wrapped and brought down. Just not enough speed on that one. Is taking the carry was Tommy Rapp.
Oh, I forgot. It's a running clock.
And this running clock continues to tick down as we're at 9 minutes and 51 seconds. And you got to think if you're North here, you just do not want to get shut out.
Yeah, they will.
Ethan, do you happen to have the score of South's game?
At the moment, no. I can pull that up because South, I believe, they're a 4 or 5 win program as of the moment. And they've obviously beaten teams that North has just not even
All right, well, let's hear it. Let's
put up
see,
a
let's see what that.
competition to.
As that's a big matchup coming up. You have
That
the
is a
Rock Bowl
huge matchup.
coming up as North is going to take on South here at Walt Snyder Stadium. You can catch it on the Rally Sports Network. And in their last game, they are pulling it up now.
Council South 3-6 program lost 21-0 to Quakertown. But keep in mind, North lost 42-0 to Quakertown. So not exactly the transitive property, but
Gotcha.
you really see which school.
They're
puts in an
beatable. Any
effort.
team is beatable any given Friday. And this one's sent up and caught by a man on the sideline.
I believe it was dropped
for
by
him.
him, actually. Did he catch it? I didn't catch it.
He did not catch it.
He did
Dropped by
not?
the man on the sideline. Sorry.
Just like our guys on the field.
I wanted to give him more glory then. And here we go, Souderton. Now getting set up to get back on offense. As North still continuing to be shut out. It is 38-0, and it has been a
And
trend for them
North
as
just burned
recently
a
in the
timeout.
season to be absolutely demolished in the score column.
Yeah. I mean, this is just timeout, maybe just to boost morale. I mean, Coach Garrett's out there yelling on the sideline, but at some point, man, you know, you're the coach of the 1-7 team, and at some point, like, you gotta.
I wouldn't say all that on it. Let's not say all that.
You want to see more. You want to see more.
All right, I think that's fair.
Here's your freshman water boy, Raven Terwilliger.
You are a player on the freshman
Here I am.
football team. He's out of injury. The great legend Ethan Whitney, the linebacker himself.
Second string defense. Let's not call me out there. All right.
And here we go. Both teams line up. Under center, man in motion. And this one handed off once again. He flies through. And he just escaped right past number 34, Chase Hart, I want to say.
I believe it was just
And
about.
a teammate knocks down his own teammate.
That's the
Seemed
story.
to be on
of,
accident, though.
Signaling some substitutions here. Looks like there's some confusions on the defensive end there.
2nd and 3 coming as Chase Hart. Sorry, not Chase Hart. It's going to be taking the snap is Brett Pollock. And he is stopped at about the 31. Colin Harris pushing his way through the line. And Souderton is in full control.
They've been since the opening kickoff. I mean, you saw a good first couple possessions from North. You saw some promise, and then the wheels went off the bus. But whatever you want to call it, just everything went up in flames.
And pushing his way through up and towards the 30. Souderton just trying to inch their way forward as they keep going and going and going. And here we go from center, Brett Pollock. Bends down, takes a snap, hands us off once again. And they're pushing their way through, trying to get the first down.
Looks like they're just
And
short.
a handoff there to number 48. That's going to be a carry by Luca Camacho.
That's a name. That's a fun name.
And here we go, third down here for the JV team, basically.
Third and about 3, and once again,
Brett
just going to
Pollock
pound the
from the
rock here.
shotgun now. They change up their formation. One receiver on the near side, lined up wide, and hands this one out to jet sweep, trying to get the first down, and he is pushed out of bounds, almost into a stretcher, actually. There was a stretcher on the sidelines that he almost hit.
Remember, the clock does not stop running, as it is a running clock due to the score. So we will, if I'm correct, 4:55. Our clock is just a couple seconds off, but the clock does stop for injuries and touchdowns, and I believe turnover on downs and turnovers. Period. I believe that's the rule behind it. And he's going to be untouched. Touchdown, Souderton.
For a touchdown, number 20. Quentin Williams rolls out to the left side and gets a Souderton touchdown, as that's going to even extend their lead up and into a 44-0 lead. And this game is going to make it 45.
Yep, pending the extra point.
Following his PAT, Ethan Whitney will take over play-by-play.
It's been perfect all day long.
Debut.
Yeah, first time on the Rally Sports Network.
Last few minutes of the game.
He's been perfect all day long. See if North can maybe get something on the block. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is right through the uprights.
All right,
tacks on one more.
And we'll be back with you after this short break here on the Rally Sports Network.
Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2024 Bucks Happening List, Best Irish Bar, and Best Happy Hour, which is 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Thursday, with $2 domestic beer bottles and amazing food specials. Join us for karaoke or trivia every Tuesday night. Finney's is the perfect place to watch your favorite sports games. Follow Finney McGee's Pub on Facebook and Instagram for more information on daily specials and happenings. See you soon at Finney McGee's Pub, 1400 Farragut Avenue, Bristol Borough, PA. Follow me to Finney McGee's Pub, winner of 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rally Sports presentation of Council Rock North football. It is 45-0 Souderton, as each team just looking to go home and get the rest of their Saturday to themselves. 3:30 with a running clock. North waits to receive the kickoff here.
Had to play some musical chairs since he took over play-by-play.
Taken by Michael Zaretsky. Zaretsky looking for the outside. He gets a block. Zaretsky to the 35, but he's wrapped down just there by the Souderton Big Red Special Teams. Michael Zaretsky, he's had some big breaks all day. Just nothing quite able to get him into the end zone just yet.
Yeah, Zaretsky's been a powerhouse that really hasn't been used so far this season. So they've really got to find a way to use him. Maybe in the South game, maybe he's a hidden weapon that they can achieve here.
So we'll see if it is Gio Koza or William Cabo or a varsity, or excuse me, junior varsity.
Koza's had the quarterback position all game, so he should be back out there as quarterback, and he is.
Out of the shotgun, form a line for Souderton. Koza drops back. He's under pressure. He's trying to get off of him. Getting wrapped up, and he's just going to give up on it. Whistle will be blown. He's dropped at the 27-yard line, and it will be second and long for Council Rock North, and what has to be the 6th or 7th sack for the Souderton Big Red defensive line today. You just see from the body language on North sideline, it is not pretty. It's less than 2 minutes on our clock now.
Yeah, North has had no control in this game. They have just been pushed around this entire game, and that has led to them being down 45-0.
Two receivers on the bottom of your screen. Koza takes the snap, looking that way, can't find anything, rolling to his right. He fires down the field. He's got Zaretsky, makes a fantastic catch at the 41-yard line, drags the toe to get it in. 23 on Souderton. Just barely couldn't get his hand in there, and Michael Zaretsky with a beautiful catch here late in the game, making a name for himself.
That is what you have not seen by them all game, and that one comes in clutch. It's a great pass downfield, just connects them perfectly to get a huge gain, and maybe they won't be shut out if they can keep this ball moving.
Absolutely, put it where only his receiver could get it, as you see Zaretsky now at the top of your screen. Out of the shotgun. Koza drops back. Under pressure, steps up. He's going to take it and run. He's got a hold. Koza with a block. He's got one man to beat. And he's going to get wrapped up around the 16-yard line. Did the ball come out? A fantastic.
And there might have been a fumble on the play.
Blocking. And it'll be Souderton recovering. We've got a man down on the field.
And that's going to stop the clock. And
just devastating. But looking for a local bar or restaurant to stop by for lunch after work? Isaac Newton's is the perfect place for you. From the delicious specials to the amazing kitchen to the even better customer service, there's nothing that you won't find here. It's the perfect place to get great food for even better prices. And if you're just looking for a place to sit down and have a drink with your friends, Isaac Newton's is one of the best bars in the local Newtown area. It's the perfect place to grab a drink and watch your favorite Philly sports teams. Stop by at 18th State Street from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. all week long.
And he walks off on his own accord there. That was number 19. I'll get his name in just a minute.
Starting to step in for North.
Number 19, Sam Arthur, walking off on his own accord. And it was just about everybody packing up, even teams getting ready to leave until they got the timeout. So they get one more play before this game ends.
To the credit of the student section, they're all still here. North already lining up for the handshakes.
That's the student section?
Well, it's just the students.
Saying they're all still here?
Oh, maybe not. I didn't stand up. Never mind.
That student section is empty.
I only stood up a little bit. My mistake. Souderton will leave this one out.
And they are just going to kneel this one. And that's going to do it for tonight's game as Souderton takes the win over Council Rock North. Once again, Council Rock North taking another loss in the season as they lose 45-0 and go down to 1-8. They take on Council Rock South next week, as that is going to be a big matchup here on the Rally Sports Network. Once again, thanking all of our sponsors, Isaac Newton's Restaurant and Bar, Finney McGee's Pub, and everybody who's made our broadcast possible. For one final time here from Walt Snyder Stadium, I am Daniel McDevitt of your play-by-play, Ethan Whitney with the color commentary. And we would like to thank you for tuning into the Rally Sports Network, and we will see you on Friday for the Rock Bowl.